Hello, this is Dr. Jattu, board-certified OBGYN and physician satisfaction specialist at essenceofstrength.com, where I help early career physicians design lives they genuinely like inside and outside of work by being as intentional about their sense of satisfaction and well-being as they have been about their success. This video is the fourth in a series that I'm doing for this International Coaching Week, discussing my 5 essential strengths for success with satisfaction system that I use with my clients. I developed it to provide some structure for my clients as they are learning to utilize the tools that they gain over the course of coaching. How I came up with it in the first place was reflecting back on all the things that I've learned since I graduated from medical school back in 2000 and thinking about what really matters when it comes to identifying, implementing, and maintaining the strategies and habits that actually allow one to sustain a sense of personal and professional success and satisfaction as a healthcare practitioner. Those 5 strengths are: see reality, seek clarity, seize priorities, strategize possibilities, and sustain personal policies for self-care. Today I'm going to talk about strength number 4, which is strategize possibilities. If you missed any of the first 3, see reality, seek clarity, or seize priorities, please go back and check out those videos too. So moving on to strategizing possibilities. As you probably correctly inferred from the name, it is about coming up with possible strategies to design a life you like, aligned with your priorities, and that gets you the goals that you have set for yourself using those first 3 strengths. What I have found is that this is the part of coaching that people recognize as coaching. Okay, I'm figuring out strategies to achieve my goals. This is somebody who's going to help me think up strategies and implement these strategies. So this is the part of coaching that people know as coaching. What I find to be a bit challenging working with the kind of clients with whom I work is the helping people tap into the creativity and the open-mindedness that they need to come up with all the possible ways to achieve the goals they want to achieve. In medical training, we are really very much taught how to rule out unconventional and unusual things as quickly as possible. Whereas when I work with clients to come up with possible ways to achieve these things that they say that they want to achieve, I want them to do kind of the reverse. Think of anything you could possibly do to get what you want. That's not to say that you're going to do it. That's not to say that you want to do it. It's just to say there are all these things that are actually possible and you get to choose whether you want to do them or not. So that's one of the things I encourage you to do, whether you're strategizing and brainstorming on your own, working with a coach, working with friends. Expand your thoughts about what is possible. Think about everything that is possible. Try not to limit yourself to what you've seen happen before. Think about, maybe I get to be the first person. Maybe I get to innovate this strategy to be able to go from where I am in this dissatisfied place right now to the ideal that I want, that allows me to have a life I like, that honors my priorities. Also, working with physician and high achiever types, we like to be efficient and we like to be right. So sometimes when it comes to implementing strategies, we want to be sure that the thing we pick is going to work the first time, and the first thing we pick is going to be the thing that works. That's not always going to be the case. There are times when you are very clear on what you want, you were coming up with something that's very aligned with your priorities, and the strategy that you choose to implement just works really well for you. You are blessed if that is your truth. More often, it requires some tweaking to get the things that you want to have happen to come from the strategies you implement. Sometimes you have to tweak them. Sometimes you have to toss them completely because the thing that you thought was going to get you to the place you want to be just isn't going to work. And you have to be open to that possibility. So open to all the possibilities of things that could work, and be open to the possibility that the thing that you try might not work the first time. So those are the things I want you to consider when you are in the process of thinking of possible strategies. Be open to the good, be open to the challenge. Recognize that just like getting all the degrees that you have attained took some challenge took some steps. The first step didn't get you to your medical degree. The first step didn't get you to your board certification. There are multiple steps. And so sometimes that first strategy that doesn't seem like it yielded anything gave you some tools, gave you some information, gave you some connections that are going to get you to where you want to go in the end. So, as you think about any area of your life where you're considering a change, I want you to think and brainstorm about what are the possible strategies that I can put into place to go from this current state where I'm not fully satisfied with the situation to a state that honors my priorities and gets me to my goals. And I want you to stretch yourself. I want you to come up with and write it down at least 10 different possibilities. Again, this doesn't have to be something that you are going to do, want to do, have any interest in doing. Just things that you could do should you think you want to do it. Sometimes just thinking about those things that you don't even have any interest in doing can unlock the part of your brain that gets you to where you need to be. So that's it for strategizing possibilities. Again, if you missed any of the first 3 videos, please go back and check those out because they kind of all work together and set you up for video number 5, which is sustain personal policies for self-care. As always, if you're like, I need to know now and I don't want to wait till the last video, you can find out about all the 5 essential strengths, get a summary and explanation of each of them by going to the essenceofstrength.com page and filling out the subscriber box, and you will be requesting the Success with Satisfaction starter gifts, which includes the 5 essential strengths information as well as some other complimentary resources. If you do that or not, I still would love for you to join me for the final video in this series discussing sustaining personal policies for self-care. Until then, this is Dr. Jattu encouraging you to be as intentional about your sense of satisfaction as you have been about your success. Please stay safe.